Yay, the kids are finally asleep.
So do you feel like...
Playing a game?
I've got a feeling a boss fight's coming up.
Ooh, I just got wrecked.
Headshot, baby.
Ooh, it's your turn to get the baby.
So are you up to the challenge?
Run, 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 run.
And we're dead.
That's when I realized I have no idea what I'm doing.
GG.
And you're back with us, the Cool Parents Podcast. Oh, wait, what did I say?
You said cool parents.
Oh, wait, I mean Gamer Parents Podcast. Just a slip, you know? It's the new year, the new me kind of thing.
I like it.
Oh, and this is episode 72, right?
Yes, that's right.
Yes. And if this is your first time listening to us in 2024, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Yes, and we're a bit late to wish everyone Happy New Year because by the time this podcast airs, it would be the second week of the new year. And Kevin, do you want to share why we're late into the game?
Yep, so we missed last week's episode, which we posted about on Twitter. So if you're not following us there and you want to catch this kind of stuff, you can follow us over on Twitter and get these kinds of messages. But yes, we missed a week because we got COVID. And so we were kind of out of it for probably a good week or so.
More than a week, I'm sure.
Yeah, but I guess between the four of us, because it swept through our entire family.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure we all got it at some point. So.
Yep, it's been our 2-year anniversary to get COVID, right?
Yeah, it was almost like exactly 2 years ago because we had it like 2 years ago for like over Christmas.
Over Christmas and New Year's.
Yeah.
And
this time we got it like the day after Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
At least we got to celebrate Christmas.
Yep.
And everything was good with that. And then it was just the next day.
Onwards.
Yeah, the next day onwards, like basically until a couple of days after New Year's, I think.
Yep, we were pretty much out of it. And so...
The good news is now we're pretty much through it.
Mm-hmm, for the second time.
We are through it now, I'd say completely.
Yes. Hopefully it stays that way for a while.
Yes, no more getting sick, please.
Yeah, please.
Plus that way we don't have to take any breaks from recording our podcast.
Mm-hmm. I was actually joking with Kevin that we got COVID as a gift from Santa. He's not giving out cold to the bad kids anymore.
Yeah, he gives out COVID instead.
That's funny, huh? The gift that keeps on giving. Anyways, the New Year's here and it's 2024 and this is our 72nd episode. What have you been up to, Kevin, in life apart from getting sick and all that?
Yeah. We have 2 weeks worth of stuff to go over since we missed last week's. So let's get into it. So while we were sick, what's the best thing to do when you're sick?
And that you can't go outside?
Yes. So we watched a lot of movies.
A lot.
Lots and lots of movies. From basically, last time we recorded was right before Christmas. So from basically Christmas till now, we watched all the Home Alone movies.
Yep, that's Home Alone 1 through 4, guys.
Yeah, I think we talked about Home Alone 1 last episode a little bit, but we also watched Home Alone 2, Home Alone 3, and Home Alone 4. There's like 2 more Home Alones, I think, that we have not watched, which at this point, I don't know, but I'll talk about 2, 3, and 4. 1, everyone knows, is a classic and is amazing. 2, which is the one where he gets, on the wrong plane and goes to New York.
Yep. Instead of Florida.
Spends Christmas by himself in New York. That one is also really good.
I think so too.
Right. The first 2 Home Alones have Macaulay Culkin, right? Who he plays the part really well. And both those movies are amazing. The third one, which goes to like a different kid, completely different family. And that one was okay.
That was more far-fetched, I would say.
A little bit more. It's like the remote control car and stuff. But overall, I think it was
cute.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was well made. I don't think the kid didn't do as good of a job, I feel like, as in the other Home Alones. I mean,
I still think it was a bit too far-fetched for a kid. I mean, unless he's like a super genius. At least in 1 and 2. But the Kevin in Home Alone kind of like
Kevin.
use stuff that you can find around the house, to make traps and stuff. But like the third one was more like, like the kid could use a tractor.
Oh, it was like the punching glove or boxing glove contraption.
Yeah.
That, like, somehow when you open the door, it like releases it and yeah.
And also that big huge trunk from the top,
remember the pool thing where he like somehow
he did the old switcheroo with the trampoline and
something like that.
Yeah, but I mean, like everything seems like super, like wowzers. Or how he like used the remote control to look at every house around the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did like the remote control car part. I feel like that was a creative way of like him interacting with the thieves and stuff to kind of like progress the story. But still, Home Alone 3 was not bad. Not as good as 1 or 2 probably, but I thought it was still pretty decent. Home Alone 4, however, to me was like a complete disaster.
Really?
It was, the parents were like split up, and like the dad was dating this, not so nice lady, and
no spoilers. I haven't watched it yet.
You haven't watched it yet? Yeah.
I was sick that time. I was like in bed, out of it.
And so the kid is spending Christmas with the dad, and I don't know. It wasn't as like touching and wholesome as like the other like Home Alone movies, how those were written. But and it even then, like the traps and the villains were horrible. It was my least favorite of like the thieves. Right? They were not entertaining. I just kind of found them more like dumb and like, but not like not in a fun way.
Okay.
It was just like more like cringe.
Ooh.
Way more cringe. Home Alone 4. Yeah, if you like the Home Alone movies and you haven't watched number 4 or onward, probably don't need to.
Okay.
It was kind of a waste of time versus the other Home Alone movies were all worth it.
Okay.
So with that said, I don't know if I'm gonna watch or care to watch the other Home Alones, like Home Sweet Home Alone or something like that.
Okay.
I don't know. There's like 2 more. I forget the titles. They're not like Home Alone 5 and 6. It's something else.
Okay.
But anyways, anything else from your end on the Home Alone movies?
Nope. I think I'm done being home alone.
What else did we watch this last 2 weeks? We also watched Wakanda Forever, right? Black Panther. And it was good. I liked it. What did you think of it?
I love it. I like how they started with that whole tribute to Chadwick Boseman, which was like the actor for Black Panther, that when he passed, so that Wakanda Forever kind of like did the whole tribute thing. It felt really real. Like the emotions that they portray there was not fake, and we all felt it.
Yeah, because at the beginning, I think they have like that funeral scene, which I think they said like kind of hit everyone pretty hard when they're filming or something like that.
Yep. Yeah. And then after that, they introduced the new character and the Moore and his whole clan. That was really cool. I mean, especially I love using his card in Marvel Snap when I was playing Marvel Snap back then.
Yeah, I remember that.
So he's always been like a favorite character of mine, and to see him on screen really made it exciting, and I couldn't wait to show Kevin. That's why I had him watch it with me.
Yeah, and I liked it. I thought Namor was like a good villain or enemy. I guess technically he's opposing Black Panther, so I'll call him the villain in this one. But I liked how I like a strong villain, right? That makes it more of like a good matchup when the hero goes head to head with them.
Yeah,
and I feel like Namor did that really well. Like he was pretty much stronger than anyone else, like by far. So they had to figure out a good way to beat him. So, but yeah, no, I liked it more than the first Black Panther movie.
I mean, it was different, like the whole thing, And then what else did we watch? Moving on, of course, we had to entertain the children with how little energy we had from COVID. We watched The Little Mermaid, The Little Mermaid 2. So these are the animated ones. And then we also watched the live action Little Mermaid. And we watched Brave, we watched Mulan, the animation one, and I watched the live action Mulan with you.
Yes, we watched the live action one, which we decided to watch that live action Mulan when the kids were asleep, because we wanted to have a movie night ourselves.
Yeah.
And we figured live action Mulan might be a little bit too much for our young kids. Just because Mulan, I guess, I mean, even the animated one, it's not like it's animated, so it's not bad or anything. It's a Disney movie. But it is, war and fighting and killing.
Yeah, and that's why I watched the action one with you.
And I think we probably made the right call.
Yeah, we did.
On that. It was definitely would have been a little bit hard to watch with little kids. They get scared of Home Alone. Right? Like that's our kids can't handle a lot. Even Home Alone, like the part when like he gets in the taxi with like the scary guy, right?
Yeah.
And then he like jumps back out of the car. Like even Faith's like, I don't like this.
Yeah. I remember our 3-year-old getting really riled up with Home Alone.
So back to Mulan, live action Mulan. What did you think? I have a lot to say on this, but before I go, do you have anything?
Well, I feel like in the live action one, it made more sense that they can't have a Mushu, because
so that's one of the things, right? Mushu is not in the movie at all.
No,
he's gone. Well, he's kind of there. So instead of Mushu, a dragon, it's a phoenix.
The phoenix was the, what do you call it? The family's spirit or guardian kind of thing.
Yeah, but it's not like a phoenix that like she talks to or like interacts with. It's not like a character in the movie. It's just like every once in a while she sees a phoenix flying above her. Yeah. And that's supposed to be like the guardian looking out for her. And that's technically Mushu, I guess. There's no Mushu character. Yeah. They changed a lot.
Yeah, like there's a sorceress and
who was not in the animated one.
Yeah.
Which I didn't see why.
Well, they wanted to make it more like the historical story of Mulan or the legend.
So there was a sorceress in the
I don't know about the sorceress and the phoenix, but I know that like she had a sibling and stuff like that. But yeah, maybe a bit far-fetched on some parts, but a bit true on some others, like about how only the guys could carry chi. But yeah, I don't really know if I like it as much. I prefer the animated one because of how funny Mushu is.
Yeah, I liked the characters more, like in the animated one.
And like you can kind of like tell them apart, right, in the animated one?
Yeah. What are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say, like, you were confused. Like, at her friends, you were like, who's this again? And who's that again? And you end up telling me, like, they all look alike. You said
I couldn't tell them apart a little bit. But in the animated one, like, all of her friends are, like, way different, right? In, like, height and body styles and yada, yada, yada. And, like, I was trying to figure out, like, who's supposed to be who. Yeah. And like they weren't even all the same characters. Like was Poe? Like Poe not in there, right? It was something different. Like it was somebody else, and like they changed his name. Yao and Ling, I think, were in there. And then there's this other guy in their friend group who was like supposed to be like the captain's son or whatever from the general's animated one. Yeah. But he's like in the animated one he's training them, and she's the one that like he falls in love with. But like in the live action movie, he's just like another soldier, basically like training with them. So that was like a more of a minor change. Obviously, getting rid of Mushu was a big change. At least they kept Mulan as a girl. Otherwise, it would have totally defeated the whole purpose. They added that sorceress lady who she gets defeated at some point. She's the bad guy, right? Or one of the bad guys. Well, so it's not really that much of a surprise. Yeah. And I thought that was really dumb, like how she was defeated, because it didn't make any sense to me.
Like she could avoid all the attacks from other soldiers, and then like one throw of a spear and she got hit.
So she's like spends the whole movie like trying to stop Mulan and kill Mulan and all of her soldiers that she's with, and then all of a sudden she has a total change of heart and sacrifices herself. Like
she was very feminine.
We're getting into spoilers, so
yeah, she was trying to be a feminist. I mean, like she was so happy that there was a woman warrior, and she's like, "I'm going to join you."
Yeah, I don't know. It was like not very realistic. It's like she kind of gave up her whole plan of like helping this guy to like give up her life. Not even just like help Mulan, but like sacrifice herself. Like she's a villain. She kills people for fun. Like, and she's gonna like suddenly be okay with giving up her life.
Is there anything else you want to add about Mulan and your dissatisfaction about it?
There's that one part that had me cracking up, not because it was supposed to be funny, but just because I thought it was really ridiculous, right?
Okay, which one?
And that's the one where I think it's when Mulan, or no, it's when like the emperor is like fighting people and he grabs like this cloth thing. I don't know if it was like a blanket or what. And he like whips it around like people's heads, and it's like he just like breaking their necks with a blanket or something. And I'm just like, that's so unrealistic. Like, and it's funny because we're a blanket family, right? Right. A lot of us in this family
explain what a blanket family is.
Have their own blanket that is very special to them. And I thought it was funny because the emperor had his own special blanket that he'd use to like kill people with.
It's been passed down for generations.
I know. Like, where did you get this? So it's funny, like to see them fighting like that. And they'd like run up walls and stuff. Oh yeah, it was super unrealistic. Like from the very beginning.
You've
like the
obviously
first scene.
Never watched all these movies.
This like
Kevin.
6-year-old girl at the very beginning when Mulan is just a kid, like doing all this crazy stuff. Like she could beat up Jackie Chan and take his lunch money. And I don't know. It was pretty unrealistic.
Well, it's meant to be like Naruto, Kevin.
True. But at least Naruto's animated. If it's animated, I think I can handle it.
Yeah. That's fun.
Anyways, my grief with the live action Mulan, which is kind of sucks because I do really like Mulan, the animated one, and I feel like I wish they had done better with the live action one.
Yeah.
That's just my take.
Be careful of our blankies, Kevin.
I know. Sleeping with one eye open tonight.
Right, and then moving on, we also watched Incredibles 1, Incredibles 2.
Which one did you like more?
2.
Yeah, I think I liked 2 better. I didn't watch all of either one. I think it was like while I was working, kind of you guys were watching. Mm-hmm. But from what I remember, I remember liking 2. Yeah.
And then we also watched Parent Trap, which really stressed our 3-year-old out because that's violent to her, putting a lizard on the water
what
bottle.
Did she not like? She didn't like that part?
She didn't like that part, or how they bully the lady in the family, Meredith. Yeah. Yeah, she does not like watching anything that has like pranks or stuff like that. So that's why she kind of watched the live action Mulan.
Yeah, probably. But I mean, yeah. So Parent Trap, amazing movie though, right? Mm-hmm. I liked it. It's been a long time since I had seen it, and yeah, I just remembered how great of a movie it was. Very, very wholesome, right?
Sweet.
Yeah, I liked it. It almost got me teary-eyed at a few parts with when like the parents realize it's the kid they haven't seen in a long time,
Yeah.
They really start to realize what's going on, and like that as a parent, you're just like like if you never saw your kid for so long and you knew they were out there, and that's crazy.
It's definitely different watching it now as a parent, and
exactly that's I don't know if there's any other parents out there that. Like if you watch a movie when you're a kid and then you watch like the same movie as an adult and it just hits completely different at certain parts because you have kids. Yeah, that happens to me like all the time.
Kevin is a very soft-hearted guy. I'm so proud of you, Kevin.
I'm an emotional guy. What can I say?
Aww.
I think that was it for the movies we watched, right?
I know, that was a lot.
Just only those, right? That was it?
Yeah, and tons of Bluey, season 1 through season 3. Over and over again.
So what else did we do while we were sick this week?
So I was playing with our fish, Bob, the Christmas fish from previous episodes.
Yes, Bob. Who can forget Bob?
Yeah, he's still alive. Woo! This is the longest I've ever kept a fish alive, guys. Just FYI.
Don't let Bob hear that.
I know. I don't know if this betta fish... And I think he's like probably just like the easiest to care for versus other fishes that I've had.
And what are you doing to care for him?
Okay, so I read online that you need to like stimulate the fish once in a while, and that some exercise would do good, and how like this fish could interact with you when he's happy to see you and stuff. So I know it's weird. Normally we get that from dogs, right? But surprisingly, I get that from this fish, from Bob. And I wanted to stimulate him and give him an exercise. So it says to give it a mirror. So I press like...
Wait, so you looked it up and something told you to do this?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I decided to like put a mirror against his fish tank and see what he does. Because a betta fish loves being alone, right? So when they see another betta fish, or they think they see another one,
if they see themselves even
if they see themselves, they get aggressive, and they puff up. Like, I've never seen a fish with those
a mane.
Yeah, a mane, kind of look like a lion already when his whole head puffs up that way. So yeah, he got really aggressive and starts like reacting towards that fish in the mirror. And I kept telling him, that's you're beautiful, but he wouldn't hear me. He insists on fighting that fish, and then finally I took the mirror away and he calmed down. But it was cute to see that whole change physically and mentally for him,
and he doesn't like actually physically do anything. You can kind of tell he's like kind of getting worked up.
Yes. Right? Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
And it's supposedly a good exercise for it, especially because, it's a lonely fish living all alone and, I don't know, just being pretty in its tank. So I've been like trying to entertain it and trying to teach it some tricks. I even added plants into his fish tank just to like give him more things to look at. And he likes it. His little fish hammock. So he has a fish hammock, which is the leaf, and that's for him to rest at night. And now he can swim through a lot of the plant roots and whatnot. So he's happy, I think.
As happy as a fish could be in a fishbowl. Yeah.
So I'm planning to teach it some tricks, but I'll wait.
What kind of tricks? Like roll over?
No, it could apparently
teach it play dead at some point.
It could like learn to like jump out of the water to get food from your finger, or it could swim through like rings to make it swim through hoops. And then you could like have it follow your finger around the water tank. So we'll see.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
I feel like that'd be really tough. It's already hard enough to teach a dog tricks.
Yeah.
Can't even imagine a fish. Maybe you're a fish whisperer.
That's funny. The only fish I whisper to is to sushi.
Yeah.
All right. And then I read a book, Kevin. I read a book. See, COVID gets you going so productive, being at home, trying to find things to do.
Yeah. I
read a book, and it's so funny how I stumbled upon this book. It's on a reading app, obviously, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's about this werewolves romance. I can't believe...
it sounds like Twilight.
No, this is just werewolves, no vampires.
No vampires? Okay. But still, other than that, if it's a werewolf romance, that...
Yeah, I know. It's so
sounds
not
amazing.
Me. No.
Sounds so dreamy.
It's so not me to read this kind of stuff.
Does it have pictures?
No pictures.
Good.
But yeah, the title of the book is True Luna. So if you're into werewolves and all those furry kind of animal instinct thing, yeah, definitely check it out. True Luna. All right.
Yeah, I'll pass on that one. Thanks.
All right. What else did we do?
So also, one of the things that our kids got for Christmas.
Oh, yes.
Right? Was a miniature-sized foosball table.
Mm-hmm.
And super, super small. It's, I guess I think like a normal foosball table has like 8 lines of players, whereas this one only has like 4. Mm-hmm. So
this is like a mini desktop one, right?
It's like less than like half the size. Yeah, it's not like it doesn't have legs. It just, you put it on the floor and you can play it that way. So it's kind of a little kid's version of a foosball table. Mm-hmm. Other than that, it's all relatively the same.
Yeah.
And our kids like it. Dylan likes it.
Uh-huh.
I feel like we have played a lot of it, though.
Yeah.
I think we've played it more than Dylan has.
No, that's just you.
Yeah, maybe. Well, he wants to play it a lot, and like sometimes you want to play it, and Faith can't really get into it yet. But We've definitely been playing a lot of that since since Christmas.
Yep.
And it's been fun. I miss foosball. I used to. My friend growing up used to have a foosball table, and I used to play it all the time over there. And that was like a childhood friend. So it's been a long time, and so now we kind of have one.
So, yeah, I
it's
think
fun.
the only time I played foosball was like college onwards.
Yeah, I always loved it. It was always a lot of fun. That and pool.
Oh yeah, I love pool.
Yeah.
And then speaking of Christmas gifts, our son also got a solar system planetarium model for Christmas, one of his Christmas gifts. So during COVID, both him and I got a chance to build this little model. It's like a 1 foot size model. And it glows in the dark. So we had to assemble all the planets in order, and then we had to paint it. Yeah.
And you had to like put each planet where it goes, right? Because you can't put, Saturn closer than Earth to the sun. And the sun's in the middle, and everything can like spin around, right? Kind of.
They can like spin. So I could explain to him about the whole orbit and rotation, how rotation gets a day on the planet and the orbit.
Do they rotate also, or is it like spinning on its axis?
Well, they do, but I mean, you have to like move it yourself.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's so cool how like to watch him paint it. I let him do all the painting, the base painting, and then I just do the add-ons and the glow in the dark stuff. But it was fun building it with him, even though it says like for 8 years and above or something.
Oh, he's mature enough for that.
Yeah,
he's only 5, but he can do it.
He loves the planet. One day we should bring him to NASA.
Yeah, he knows more about planets than I do. Like he knows like how many moons each planet has. He knows like which planets are bigger than other planets. He knows which ones are the gas giants or the ice giants.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, and get this. So when he painted the planets, he wanted to make sure we painted the planets according to their exact color. Kind of like, if it's Mercury, it has to be like silver or grayish. And, I can't just put any color I wanted, which is what I would have done, but not him.
Yeah. Wasn't he was asking Alexa, like, what color is each planet?
Yep, he was.
So he would know what colors to paint them.
Yeah.
So you got to be accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, it turned out good. You did a great job with him.
Thank
Mom
you.
of the year.
Of the 2024, Kevin?
Yeah.
And since we had so much time on our hands, we decided to like prank my mom as well and the kids.
Is this inspired by all the Home Alone movies?
Maybe. I don't know. Or maybe because we've been home indoors for so long.
It was your idea and your mom. And I don't know, it's maybe been a while since we explained it, but your mom, my mother-in-law, is staying with us. And so I'll let you explain your little prank.
So our kids love to go into the office when Kevin's at work and grab this Bean Boozled can from the drawer, right? And this Bean Boozled can is what we use during our stream redemption.
Yeah, so if you're not familiar with Bean Boozled, I think they're made by Jelly Bean, right?
Yep,
Jelly
I think
beans.
so. Jelly.
And they are basically jelly beans that they can taste really bad. Because there's like, each one has there's 2 different flavors that have the same look. They look the same, but there's a good flavor and a bad flavor, basically. And some of the bad flavors are really bad.
Yeah. You spin this wheel of fortune thing to kind of like decide which jelly bean you're going to get. And when you take that color jelly bean, it could be for better or for worse, right? So we did that with my mom, and she got this red colored jelly bean, and I told her at first that it is pomegranate.
That would be the best case scenario.
Yeah.
Yep.
So she was like, okay, I love pomegranate. And as she was like taking a bite of it, I said like, or it could also be an old bandage. And to which she was like already chewing and tasting it, and she went like gagging and started like spitting it out and washing her mouth because she said it definitely was not pomegranate.
Yeah. Of course it's not.
Yeah, and then we did that to our son, and he didn't want to spin it because when he spin it, he'll get what he doesn't want to.
Yeah, well, plus, like...
They're kids.
Yeah, he's 5. We're not going to give him a,
Terrible
old
one.
Band-Aid tasting jelly bean. That's not very nice. The only one that's not so bad to get is the blue one.
Yeah, which is
blueberry or toothpaste.
Yeah.
Which for like the bad flavor, toothpaste is nothing.
Yeah.
Like that's not. I mean, it's like minty kind of, right?
Yeah.
Like it's good. That's like I would eat a toothpaste flavored jelly bean for fun. Not a old Band-Aid or whatever.
Yeah. So he got that, and
yeah. So we didn't make him spin it, and we just gave him the blue one.
Yeah.
So he could do his own. And he ate it, right?
Yep, he did. He said it wasn't so bad, but he wouldn't try other flavors.
We also gave Faith one of the same ones, and she wouldn't even eat it.
Yeah. She
saw your mom try to go through hers.
She was playing it safe, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I thought it was really fun to get Bean Boozled by the kids and watch them see us
Didn't we each? I got one too, right?
You got dead fish.
Yeah, I got dead fish. That's right. It was bad, but it wasn't like I had to go spit it out or anything.
I doubt you got it. I think you got strawberry banana smoothie. I
eat dead fish all the time.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Because it's not alive. It's dead when I eat it.
Except Bob is alive. Ah!
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna eat Bob. So.
Yeah, don't eat Bob.
Bob is safe. Yeah. So, but yeah, that's the Bean Boozled that we were messing around with a little bit because we have a lot of extra. And obviously we were pretty bored at the time.
Yeah, like. I think we'll do it again. At least the adults would.
Yes.
All right, so that's all, I guess, in life
over the last 2 weeks. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. But let's go ahead and get into the gaming side of things. And so with that, what have you been playing the last couple weeks?
So obviously with COVID, I was in no, condition to do much gaming.
Sure. There was a lot of nights of us just going to sleep early, trying to get caught up on rest. Yep. And just obviously when you're sick, you need extra rest anyways, especially to deal with our kids.
Yeah, and therefore the life updates is long. So gaming, I only have one update, which is my puzzles and survival game, Resident Evil Edition.
Your mobile game.
My mobile game, yes, which I've mentioned for the past year. I am finally level 50 commander, which is really hard to get to. It took me a year.
Do you have like only one commander, or how does that
work?
Well,
one account is one commander.
Oh, okay. So that's like your account level.
That's my main. Yeah.
Your account level. Okay. You have more than one account?
I do, but I'm not active on the other account.
Okay, good.
So, yeah, I got level 50 commander, and I suddenly got awarded a title, which has nothing to do with me reaching level 50. They were just trying to acknowledge people who've been playing the game for a while. So they gave me a title, even if it's only for 24 hours. I was a marshal.
24 hours?
Yeah, it gives you like a boost effect on your whole sanctuary. So I got like higher percentage.
So not everybody got this?
No.
Ooh.
Yeah, so higher percentage on like troop attack and troop defense, kind of. Just for 24 hours, but I was pretty proud. I got an achievement for getting a title for the first time. So, yeah, I actually thanked the person who gave it to me.
Oh, wait, somebody gave it to you?
Yeah, so everyone has like a position in that state. So there's states and there's sanctuary and alliance. So in one state, they could have like 4 alliance, I think, or more. And then in each alliance, you have your own sanctuary, and that's what you're controlling, just your own sanctuary. So the people of the state, there's like different politicians.
Yeah.
And then those people are the one who give title out and stuff like that. So it felt good to be recognized. Whoa.
Nice. Well, congratulations.
Thank you. But that's about it that I played. And then just Fortnite over these past few days.
We played Fortnite a few times over the last couple of weeks. And what have you been thinking about that? Is it as fun as it was before? More fun, less fun? Are you enjoying it right now? Are you kind of bored of it?
No, I'm enjoying it. I do miss the what do you call it? That Kamehameha thing.
Yeah.
What do you call that?
Well, Kamehameha. They had that in the game for a while.
Yeah.
Deku Smash. They had in the game for a while when we were playing. They don't really have anything like that in the game right now. They have like that grappling thing, that weird like chain thing that you can use. That's kind of fun, but it's not really cool.
Yeah.
They have the riot shield, which kind of annoying.
It is.
I don't really like to use it, and I just end up having to fight people who are using it, and it's kind of annoying. But yeah, that's kind of it right now. I think.
Yeah, but I think it's fun. It's as fun as before. I'm realizing I'm better at sniper rifles.
Really, that's generally considered more difficult.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it's only for like noobs like me.
No.
Because it's like I did a lot of kills with that, like headshots and whatnot.
Wow, yeah.
But the problem is I have to find a spot to stay still and
where you can take your time and
take my time to aim.
Someone unknowingly gets taken out by you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, good. I'm glad you're enjoying Fortnite with us. So I'll go ahead and go to my part because I think that's all you had.
Yeah.
So besides from playing Fortnite with you, I have also been playing a lot of Elden Ring. I've been talking about that every week. Latest update with that game is I'm still playing it co-op with a friend, and we just beat the last boss of the game.
Congrats!
The last story boss. So that's technically where I could say I beat the game, and I have the ability to go to New Game Plus if we wanted to. But one boss that we skipped goes by the name Millennia. And she is considered the hardest boss in the game, for sure. I think that's pretty well established. And she's ridiculously overpowered. She's so difficult. So we went back and we wanted to beat her, right? Because I feel like I haven't beaten Elden Ring if I haven't beaten Millennia.
Of course.
And we spent a whole night trying to take her down, and we just couldn't. We get maybe 75% through.
As far as 75%?
Yeah, as far as 75% at the most. And then, she just kind of cleans up. And it's kind of crazy because the first half is pretty easy compared to the second half. And it's tough. I think we'll get there. Obviously, we only, spent one evening trying to do it. So
what? I'll bake you guys a cake if you beat Millennia.
Ooh, that sounds good. Yeah, that'd be worth it.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. All right. I'll take you up on that. And we'll, maybe this next go at it, we'll take her down. But yeah, very difficult. Definitely well-deserved title that she has of being the hardest boss in the game. She's not going to be an easy one to take out. So that's basically what we're working on. I don't know what we're going to do after that. I feel like once we beat her, it'll be close to kind of wrapping up the game, unless we just want to restart, which is an option, but there's still so many other games I want to play, so I don't know.
You have a ton. Your list is long.
Yeah, I got a backlog, so I will probably keep clearing that stuff out, but I wouldn't be surprised if I come back to Elden Ring at some point, because it's really fun. I love that game.
That's good to know.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and there's so many things I haven't discovered and places I haven't fully explored yet, so still a lot more I can do. Also, I am still playing some Marvel Snap.
That's your mobile game.
Yeah, my mobile game. It has been for a long time. And I think my excitement for Marvel Snap is at a low-ish point.
What?
Not like I'm stopping, or I'm not going to play it anymore or something like that. I'm basically just playing it to do the missions. And even then, I'm missing some, I think. But yeah, I'm just kind of doing the minimum amount right now, which is kind of weird because they've added a lot of cards recently. Normally, that's what keeps me going, is the new cards and getting those and trying out new decks and strategies with those cards. But I'm just not really that impressed with the cards that they released lately. Nothing really that stands out to me of oh, I really want to play that. That seems like it'd be fun. So yeah, kind of at a lull right now a little bit until they kind of release something that catches my attention.
Oh, looks like it's back to Hearthstone again.
No, I don't have time for Hearthstone. That takes longer.
Okay.
Yeah, that's harder to keep up with. Marvel Snap's super easy to keep up with. But yeah, that's it for gaming. This week I did have a question that I wanted to ask everyone. And including you.
Oh, including me?
Including you. Oh, yeah. Okay. You're part of everyone for sure. But since we've been watching so many Disney movies, right? And we had this conversation before, and we talked about this a little bit already about songs in Disney movies, right?
Yeah.
And we've talked about which ones we like lately, of the ones we've been watching and all of that. And I'm curious what you think is the Disney movie that has the best soundtrack.
Ooh, that's really hard.
We watched almost all of them. We watched a lot of them. I guess I couldn't say almost all of them because there's a lot of Disney movies, right? Particularly the ones that have a soundtrack, right, or music in them.
Yeah, so you're talking about more like Disney as in the original Disney, not like Marvel that they bought over and stuff like that, right? Okay. Okay, let's see. I know I really, really like Frozen.
Frozen's is good. I think the reason people don't like Frozen is just because they've heard it so many times. But they've heard it so many times because it's a good movie.
Okay.
And the music is good. So I agree. Was it Frozen 1 or 2?
I actually like both. So I can't really say whether it's one or two.
The music in 1 is better, I feel like. The songs are better.
So yeah, Frozen would be like my number 1 for now because I've been singing a lot of Frozen with my daughter.
Yeah, she even has an Elsa doll that sings Let It Go.
Yeah, that I have to hide every night so she wouldn't get to it in the morning and play it all around the house. It's pretty loud, guys.
Yeah, I think it was like she got it for Christmas, and like the next day, like we woke up to Let It Go, Let It Go. Like we could hear it like all the way from her bedroom. Basically, it's pretty loud for a little doll. Yeah, a Barbie-sized Elsa.
All right. And then number 2, I'll say like Tarzan with all the Phil Collins songs.
Okay. Yeah, I like that one for sure. Yeah. So I did originally ask what Disney movie had the best soundtrack, but if you are feeling up to it, you could even put that in a top 5.
Oh, okay.
What do you think are the top 5 Disney movies in terms of the soundtrack?
Oh, yeah.
So
number
Frozen.
1 would be Frozen. Number 2 would be Tarzan.
The Tarzan music is really good. I feel like Phil Collins did an amazing job.
And then number 3 would be Tangled for me.
Oh, really? What songs do you like from Tangled? The Lantern one or whatever?
Yeah. And then also like the beginning when she was singing, you know, what she does through the whole day. And I think Moana. Yeah. I like Moana too.
Yep. I like a few songs from Moana.
Yeah, just the 2 songs I think that are the ones that really caught my attention.
Yeah.
The one by Maui.
Yep, that's my favorite. That's my favorite one from the movie. What can I say besides you're welcome?
Yeah, that one.
It's so catchy.
Yeah. So that's number 4. And then number 5 for me is probably Lion King. Yeah, I think I like Lion King. And I just can't wait to be king.
Yeah, Lion King had some really good songs.
And then the
too.
Hakuna Matata.
Yep. Yeah.
And that's it.
So no Beauty and the Beast or Little Mermaid or...
Oh, I mean...
You're forgetting some good ones here too. I mean, it's tough. It's tough to put it in a top 5 because there are more than 5.
I mean, I like Little Mermaid songs. But there's only one song, I think. Little Mermaid. And then in Beauty and the Beast, I think I also only like one song, which is Be My Guest. I don't really like the...
I like the first one when she's like singing about the town.
Oh, that one. Yeah, you like that.
Yeah, the very first song, I think.
Then Pocahontas, I pretty much like The Colors of the Wind.
I think that's like the only good song from Pocahontas that I remember.
So. Oh, Mulan also has a few nice ones.
Mulan does have some good songs.
Let's get down to business.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really hard to put it. But yeah, that's the top 5 that I could say.
Well, I feel like you added a few at the end.
I know.
Like you were like, oh, this one's good also, and that one.
I know. Never mind.
Okay, so I had already prepared my top 5 list for my top 5 favorite Disney soundtracks.
Ooh.
And a lot of the ones that you said are on mine too. So I put Tarzan at number 1.
Okay.
Just because Phil Collins with those songs. First of all, his voice is so amazing.
Yeah, his voice is nice.
And in those songs, it's no exception. And I feel like they did a really good job with those songs, like also having a Tarzan feel, but like with Phil Collins' voice, right? And they fit the movie well, and plus they sound really good and like kind of dreamy and like I don't know, just
I know what you mean.
The Phil Collins voice is so good.
Yeah.
And so number 2, I have Lion King.
Okay, so we're close there.
And I feel like with Tarzan and Lion King, they kind of pulled out all the stops with Phil Collins and Elton John, and the music from from those guys. Really playing a part in the movies, I think. That a lot of the times people, especially like Lion King, everybody knows, like, everybody recalls like the music being good. Like, not only is the movie good, but the music's also really good. And so number 3, though, I put Frozen, specifically Frozen 1. I feel like the music was a lot better, catchier than Frozen 2.
Okay.
And then for number 4, I put Mulan.
Yes.
Because I like a few of the Mulan songs, and to me they're kind of more my style than like the Disney princess ones, right? Because they're a little bit more like upbeat and tough and rough kind of, versus like the Disney princess ones.
Okay.
And then number 5, I put Aladdin.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's a couple of good songs. That one in particular. Also, like some of the ones were like Genie singing too, right? Yeah. Like Prince Ali, whatever. When he's like
Ali Bob or something.
There's a few pretty good songs in Aladdin too. So that took the number 5 spot. And then I had an honorable mention of Little Mermaid. Yeah. Just because Under the Sea.
Yeah. Oh, you like Under the Sea? Yeah, that was pretty
Under the Sea is good. And then what's the other one? The one that Little Mermaid sings, that Ariel sings? Part of that world. Yeah, that one's not bad either. I recognize that it's good. So I think Little Mermaid has some good music too. So that's an honorable mention. But that's it. Okay. I left it at top 5 and plus an honorable mention. So now my question is to all of you listeners, what is your favorite Disney soundtrack? And if you are filling up for the challenge, then I would challenge you to put that in a top 5. Come up with 5 of your favorite Disney movie soundtracks and let us know. We'll post about us on Twitter and ask for your lists there, as well as in our Discord. So if you are connected with us in either one of those 2 places, you can give your own top 5 lists, and we will read them out next time. Yep. On our next episode. So with that, shall we hop into new game releases?
Yeah, let's do that.
Which is usually my part. And so for the new game releases this last week, we have absolutely nothing. Oh, and that's not the name of the game. We don't have anything. There are no new game releases from actually the last 2 weeks. Okay. Which is kind of normal, like around Christmas and New Year's. Like there's who wants to release a big video game on a holiday. True. Everybody wants to be off. And so, that's it. That's my part. It's pretty easy. So next is Game Pass games. What do we got for that?
So new on Game Pass last 2 weeks is Close to the Sun on console, PC, and cloud, as well as Hell Let Loose on Xbox Series X and S, PC, and cloud.
Awesome. Just those 2. So I actually have already played Hell Let Loose.
You did?
Yeah, when? I bought it on Steam a while back. Huh. And it's a super realistic, like, World War... I don't know if it's World War 1 or 2, I don't know. But anyways, realistic shooter, like war simulator kind of thing. And it was kind of fun. Like, you die super easily, so you have to, like, have a lot of patience compared to, like, Call of Duty. And like it takes a long time to like run across the battlefield and like it's one of those games that it's going to take some time to get through and experience. But it's pretty fun. I mean, I don't think I'll ever go back and play it again, but it was I had a few fun moments from that. For sure.
I think I heard you mention about this game before.
Yes. So that is it for Game Pass games. So let's go ahead and run through where everyone can find us, which would be over on our YouTube channel, Gamer Parents Podcast, where we post all these episodes over there. You could also find us on X, formerly known as Twitter, at twitter.com/gamerparentspod.
Or on Instagram at gamer_parents_podcast.
If you could give us a like, follow, subscribe, whatever it is, wherever it is, we would greatly appreciate it. We would also love it if anyone wanted to give us an Apple Podcasts review. We do like to read those out whenever we do get a review. So if you do leave a review, just know it's going to be read out by us on our next episode. The best place to come and hang out with us would definitely be our Discord server. So if you use Discord and want to hop into our server, the link for that is in the podcast description. We are typically in there talking about games and life and games, and we're usually in the voice chat as well. So if you want to pop in and say hello, we totally welcome you to do that. But that is all that we have for you guys this time.
We'll catch you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.